We've got to have financials that are prepared in a way that is specific to real estate, not just general business, because our business is different and it's a service-based business and it has certain nuances that make it unique. And we have to make sure that we're understanding what's going on. This business is it can either be a absolute asset, but man, it can so very quickly be a liability as well.
So let's start with best practices for a real estate agent in the basic terms of setting up bank accounts and using a banking product. I see so many Facebook pages where people are going, I use Gusto, Broker Mint, and it's an app on my phone. And I just don't see that being robust enough to run a business on. Would I be inaccurate in that?
Well, it depends. I think it's less about the technology and it's more about the system. I've seen agents who literally have paper systems still for many systems in their business, and it works like clockwork. If it works, stick with it. The key is what are you trying to build and what's the goal here? We've got to separate our business and our personal stuff. That is the most basic thing. And I would hope that everybody here has got it set up. Don't do anything else until you've separated business accounts from personal accounts.
To give you an example, talking about my husband, he gave me a Arnold Consulting Inc. credit card when I started. Right? And he goes, think of it this way. If you work for a corporation and they gave you a company credit card, what would you charge on that? Would you go to Target and buy your kids Easter presents? Well, if you're running your own business, maybe, because you might be able to write that off as a gift expense, but be careful. Or would you are you putting your meals on there? Are you is that the credit card you use for all of your marketing so that you can keep it all in place? And we always had the property management bank account and then our personal account so that we could run when we were running real estate in a lot of REOs and doing the rehabs and stuff like that. We had to put our own money out on those to get them done. So we had our own business account for that. And I know a lot of agents to this day do staging rehabs on their sellers' homes, and they're putting out that money in advance. And you need to be running that through an actual business checking accounts, credit card accounts.
No one should be doing their own bookkeeping, period. Now, you should be looking at the numbers and understanding them. That's a whole different thing. But actually pushing the buttons and pulling the levers to make sure your stuff is categorized correctly. So if anybody here is doing their own bookkeeping, stop. Find someone to do that for you, because that's how you delegate and elevate to the next level. And just keep doing that in your business, in all the activities. But your time is so much more valuable doing other things in your business.
Idea of what that would cost, because most people think it's an accountant and they're going to be putting out thousands a month.
No, not at all. For us, it depends on the size of your business. So if you think of the number of hours you're spending doing that, number one, if you're not doing it, the actual cost of you not doing it, because you don't know your numbers, and if you extrapolate that over the cost per hour of your day and your month and your year, that's huge. Number two, if you are doing it and you're not tracking the right numbers and you don't understand them because they're not real estate specific, the cost behind that, right? Those opportunity costs of doing it incorrectly. And then number three, just your time. So when I put those two together, it's absolutely not, I don't want to touch this stuff, but I got to make sure I understand it. So yes, QuickBooks, spreadsheet, I don't care which one you use, but whatever program allows you to understand what's going on in the business.